Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to a Golden Wake where we find ourselves once again at Miami Station, this time in worse condition than we were last time. Luggage is piled up outside the station as usual. We've got a guard here. Security guard is standing in front of the entrance to this train station. Looks very familiar. Oh, okay. We'll have to check that out in a minute. The sign is exactly the same as it looks exactly the same as it did the day we first arrived all those years ago, and then we've got the doorway onto the platform. It doesn't look like we can leave the area. Let's talk to the guard.
Begging your pardon, sir.
What can I do for you?
Why does he look so familiar? Let's ask about himself.
Didn't you used to be a guard at the Dinner Key Marina?
Oh.
Yes, I did. Until I got fired for letting some jerk steal a part from a hydroplane. Took me years to be able to convince anyone to hire me back.
Whoops.
Sorry to hear that.
That was kind of our fault. Trains.
When does the next train leave?
It doesn't.
What?
No?
Well, haven't you heard? There's a hurricane set to strike the Keys.
Oh,
Yes,
not
I
again.
have actually.
Well, then you should know that all the trains have been canceled.
Okay, the Keys?
You don't understand. It's of the utmost importance that I get down to the Keys.
I do understand. And I'm afraid you're out of luck, friend. There's only one train going down there, and it's not for passengers.
Why not?
Because it's being sent to evacuate the WPA construction workers who haven't left yet. If you need to take a fishing trip, I suggest you wait a few days.
We need to go. Right, let's attempt persuasion.
There's something important we need to discuss.
Is there? Do tell.
Oh,
Look, friend, it's extremely important I get on that train.
it's one of these things then. Business, friend, conductor. Okay, I've got official business in the Keys and need to get down there ASAP. I have a friend in the Keys who needs my help. I'm the train conductor. This thing isn't going anywhere. Well, I mean, that's not going to be the work, right? I have a friend in the Keys who needs my help. Business. I've got official business in the Keys. It's going to be one of these two. I'm going to go business because I don't think he'll care about our friend. He doesn't seem like the type of person who would be interested in that sort of thing.
I have official business in the Keys, and I need to get down there as soon as possible.
Official business? Who would schedule anything with a hurricane about to strike?
You'd be surprised. Some of us can't get a break.
Well, I hear you there. My bosses have been giving me nothing but a hard time for years.
Nice.
But I
Okay.
still don't see why I should let you on this train.
Okay, we're going to have to do more. Empathy. You're overworked and underpaid. Would it be a big deal to let me by? Maybe. Greed. I have a wealthy friend who'd make it worth your while to let me aboard. I don't think so. Conscience. A man might die if you don't let me on. Can you live with that? I mean, he sort of mentioned his job there. I have a wealthy friend. I don't think it's that. A man might die. Maybe we play on that a bit.
A man might die if I don't go down and save him. Can you really live with that on your conscience?
I mean, it's far.
And if I let you go down there, you might get yourself killed too. And then I'd have 2 deaths on my conscience.
Maybe that
So
wasn't-
unless you give me an extraordinary reason, you're not getting on this train.
Report? Let me on the train or I'll report you to your superiors. I mean, he did mention his bosses, so maybe name drop. George Merrick is in danger. I need to save him. So, I mean, we could maybe just tell the truth. I'm begging you, I need to get on this train. Should we just tell him what's going on?
I need to save George Merrick. He's in danger.
Eric? The Coral Gables guy? What's he doing down there?
He's been running a fishing club, but he's insisted on staying behind. Please, you don't know him like I do. He's very stubborn and passionate. If I don't go down there, he won't budge and he'll probably die.
Well, fine. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yes.
Go ahead and get on.
All right.
If anyone asks, you don't tell them I let you on
No,
board.
we won't. Don't worry.
Deal.
We won't say anything. Excellent. Oh my god. Hours later, and it's very dark. There's what looks like a...
Can't see a thing. We should be well on our way. Now I just need to find a way out of this car.
So this looks like a door. Small slivers of light come in through the sides of the large metal door. The only reason things in here aren't pitch black. What have we got? We've got a handkerchief, we've got some matches, and we've got the flask. Can we use the matches anywhere? There's a... Hang on, let's see what else we've got. There's some stuff. It's too dark to make out what this is. A barrel? The only object you can make out is a barrel in the corner of the room. It's emitting a very strong odour of kerosene. Okay. So maybe we could light it on fire, but that could potentially blow up. There's no way you could open that door on your... Oh, maybe we do want to blow it up then. So it blows the door open. Oh, we can't use it on the barrel. Can we just light the alcohol? We take a crack at mixing the matches with the flask, but it's not possible. Can we light the handkerchief? These things don't really go together. Can we, like... No, okay. So can we use the handkerchief on the barrel? You gently place the handkerchief in the barrel until it's fully soaked with kerosene. Okay, now can we light it? But realise it's absurd. Wet handkerchief. Okay, do we need to, like, use that? Handkerchief soaked in kerosene. Can we put that anywhere? I don't see how that would be helpful. The barrel's still there. Is there anything else around here? It's just the stuff. Feeling around the area, you guess that these are just crates and barrels. Okay. There's got to be something else we're missing, right? Stuff, barrels. I mean, it's really hard to make anything out. We've got the large door. Oh, there's a lamp. Okay. You can just make out the shape of a small kerosene lamp on top of the box. Okay, fine. Lamp is empty. Okay, can we put this in? You wring the kerosene out of the handkerchief, filling the base of the lamp. Okay, now I'm guessing we can light it. Using the matches, you quickly light the lamp. Hey! Oh, that actually did not do as much as I thought it would. Can we take that now? You'd rather leave the lamp where it is. Oh, there is a door. So, we didn't know that was there before. Hey! Nice, okay. So this is...
The storm seems to have made landfall already. Horse feathers!
Oh god, what was that?
Sticking around back here probably isn't the best idea. I should head towards the front of the train.
What the hell was that? Plyboard. This window has been covered by a plank of plywood, a standard precaution against hurricane winds. We wouldn't want to remove it. A hammer. Someone has set a hammer on the table, probably whoever boarded up the window. Alright, let's take the hammer. It's not being currently used to decide... Okay, we'll take it. So we've got a hammer, a handkerchief, which no longer has kerosene, matches, and a flask. Normally these seats would be full of passengers, but given the circumstances, they are currently unoccupied. Okay. I think it's just the door again, so... Unless we can take the boards off, but he said not to do that. Who's this?
What? Who are you? What are you doing on this train?
My name's Banks. I snuck on board because I need to get to the Keys.
You're crazy. What were you thinking?
I thought this train was meant to be taking supplies down there.
It was, but the people who sent it underestimated the power of the storm. We're only going forward because there's no way to turn back. The train is already starting to come apart. You're lucky it came up here when you did. I was just about to detach the locomotive.
But why?
Because if even one car gets blown off the tracks, the rest of the train will too. It's not worth... Damn it! I was afraid this would happen. If we don't equalize the pressure in this car, in the next few minutes it'll come apart.
Oh. Alright. Can we...
Help me get one of these windows open, would you?
Oh, okay, we've got... One of the windows on the left is broken, the wind is blowing through it. They seem to soon share the same fate. Windows to the right are shut, they don't seem... So we need to open the window. Well, the windows are stuck shut because of the pressure. We need to find some other way to open them. Can we smash them? Yeah.
Good going, Banks. Now let's get to the locomotive so we can detach the train. Otherwise, we'll be swept off the tracks along with the rest of it.
Alright. I mean, I'm going to have a look around first, though, if that's alright with you, because there might be some things I can take. More cargo. Okay. Crates. Another pair of crates, presumably containing more supplies. They would consider pushing the crate to block the window, but realise that wouldn't be effective. Okay, fine. Rail worker. Rail worker is waiting for you to move your ass into the locomotive so you can detach it.
Banks, quit wasting time and let's get to the locomotive.
I'm just having a look around. But fine, there's nothing else, so let's go. Wow. They weren't kidding about it being a hurricane. It's crazy, like, seeing how even just the design of trains has come on from this game to Rosewater, which will be out
died down slightly. We
very
must be
soon.
entering the eye of the storm.
Like, Francisco's art, even though it was good here...
Or maybe not. I'd better find George. There isn't much time.
It's just incredible now, it really is. Alright, there's a building. Building's purpose is unknown, but you get the feeling George isn't inside it, okay. Sign this price of rentals. Oh, it must be in here then. Door to the house is still intact. You wonder how much longer it will remain so. It's got to be in here, surely.
George, open this door right now.
It's kind of ironic that we've
Alfie
ended up here.
Banks, I have to admit, you were the last person I expected to see walking through that door. What brings you to my little club?
I came to get you, George. In case you weren't aware, there's a huge hurricane on its way.
Yep.
I am well aware, yes. In fact, I sent Eunice away because of it.
I know. She's the one who told me where I could find you.
I see. I have to confess, I don't fully understand why you've come. But as long as you're here, go ahead and have a seat.
I haven't got time to talk. We have to leave.
This really doesn't seem like the time for a chat, but
I insist. Besides, I'm not going anywhere.
why? Does he want to die? Maybe he does. Right, well, let's have a look around his room first. Bored. Seems George has at least taken some precaution against the hurricane. You wonder how effective it will actually be. You haven't seen George in nearly 10 years. Despite his older appearance, he still maintains his powerful presence. We've got all these photos here. Vaz? Let's just
George.
talk to him.
Yes?
Apologise, stand our ground. Let's apologise.
I know we didn't part on the best of terms the last time we saw each other. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I was young and stupid. I thought the world owed me.
Apology accepted, Alfie. We've all been there. So, now that we've got that out of the way, what else is on your mind?
Let's ask about him.
So, what have you been doing with yourself the past few years?
Well, I'm sure you heard about the bust. Coral Gables went bankrupt, and I was forced to step down from the commission. I always enjoyed it down here in the Keys, and Eunice's family just happened to own this property. So we came down here and opened up the fishing club. It's been a much quieter life than I'm used to, but I can't complain. I suppose I had my time to shine.
Couldn't the others have done something for you? What about Doc?
Yeah.
I assume you didn't hear that Doc passed away 5 years ago.
Oh, no.
I didn't. Huh.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Hurricane.
Did you know this hurricane was coming?
I had heard, yes. The weatherman had been talking about it on the radio the past few days. They seem to take them a bit more seriously down here in the Keys.
Well, yeah, evacuation?
Why haven't you evacuated?
Ever heard the old saying, the captain always goes down with his ship? I never abandoned Coral Gables. I see no reason why I should abandon the Caribbean Club.
Coral Gables was lucky. It didn't get the worst of the hurricane in 26. You're right in the path of this one.
That may be, but I think I've taken sufficient
I
precautions.
don't think you have, actually. Okay, so we've got an attempt persuasion.
Hold that thought.
Let's see if there's anything else going on here. Several photos show Coral Gables in its heyday. You feel a twinge of nostalgia. Okay, so those are the same. It's a photograph of Merrick's baby, the Biltmore Hotel. He clearly hasn't forgotten about it after all these years. The painting shows an old building on a dark street corner. It makes you think of Charles Dickens. Okay, can we go this way? We can't. Alright, well, I get the feeling that this could be sort of endgame stuff now. This whole attempt persuasion thing. It feels very much with the music and what's going on here that this could be like a really big interrogation, and I don't know how long that's going to be and if there's going to be a chance to save or whatever, and we're near enough out of time anyway, so I think I'm going to call this episode here, just so that we don't end up making this like, it could be like a half an hour episode, who knows, and I don't have time to record that long today, so we'll call it here. We'll come back in the next one. It definitely feels endgame. It might not, I might be wrong, never played it before, but it's got that vibe. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons: Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kuvadim, Paulione, Flossing the Sheep, John Con 555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties, and I'll see you next time.